All right, y'all. This is Najee with Blended Talk. Today we got a special guest today. His name's Jay. He came on the show today, and so obviously he's a stepfather and a father, I believe, right?
Correct.
So we're gonna do a little interview today for our first time. Glad to have you on the show.
I appreciate you having me for sure.
So you want to tell the viewers a little bit more about yourself?
I'm Jay, 34. I'm from Anderson. And I'm a dad. Simple as that.
So how many kids you got, Jay?
4, a boy and 3 girls.
Who's the youngest?
The girls, the boy the oldest.
The boy the oldest.
Yeah.
Okay. How many stepkids you got?
1.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. One of the girls.
The boy.
What? The boy?
A lot of people don't know that. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long you been a stepfather?
Well, he's 14 years since he was 4 months. Me and his mom started dealing with each other when he was 4 months, and it's been since then.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's kind of a similar story. Me and my stepdaughter, I've been around her since she's been, I believe, about 2 years old.
And she what now?
She is 16. What's been some goods and downs about the journey of being a stepfather? Or should I say, how's the journey been being a stepfather?
Early on, it was rocky, but now it's like that's my son. So we haven't had a lot of issues really, especially not since he's older. Since me and Jaden been together for 14 years. Like I said, when we was talking stage and boyfriend girlfriend, it was a little rough here and there, but nothing too bad. So it's really been a breeze for the most part.
I hear that. That's what's up. So is the dad in the life at all?
Yeah, somewhat. I feel like it could be more, but who am I?
Right, but he there, so
Yeah,
he see him occasionally or whatever.
Occasionally, yeah.
Y'all get along with the dad? Or do
I
you ever deal with him at all?
I don't ever really deal with him unless it's picking up and dropping off. We'll talk. We're not like won't see each other and not speak to each other. We passed that stage.
Yeah, that's good.
And I don't know how him and Jaden's relationship is. I don't think they argue. She never tells me that they do, so I don't believe that they do.
So was it kind of rocky at first at all with him during the beginning of you guys being together?
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah, I definitely do.
The baby daddy want to fight the boyfriend. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. It never got
That first
there.
stage of, you know. Yeah, I feel you.
Maybe like the first year.
What would you say the pros are? Let's start with the pros. What would you say the pros is of being a stepfather?
A bonus kid. And like I said, with me and her being together so long and me being with him since he was 4 months, it was never with him, with Kamaj, it was never that weird stage of the son might not like me because I'm with his mom. It was never that. He always looked at me as a father. So
Right.
I got lucky.
I feel that. What do you feel like there's any cons?
No, not really. Not nothing that.
I mean, not necessarily stuff that, you know, is directed at him, just about just being a stepfather, period.
Stepfather. Maybe not in my situation, but I know with a lot of other people's situations, it gets sometimes rough when the kid is putting so much trust into the biological parent, and the biological parent fails to follow through with whatever promise that they made to the kid. Now it falls back on the custodial parent and the step parent to pick up that slack. So I think that's a con, and with all step parents, especially when you got a step parent or when you got a biological parent that's somewhat active. Now, when it's one that's not active at all, it's like, this my kid, and that's just what it is, in my opinion.
Right. It's like kind of easier to help raise them if the dad like just or dad or mom, whoever
Yeah.
has uh, full custody, it wouldn't be in the life. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Almost like
Yeah. Exactly.
it would just be better. But it's like I feel like me personally, I think that's kind of wrong for me to wish that. So we could do this better. That I
Hmm.
feel is better. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I can't wish that they was out of the life because you know
Hmm.
what I mean. I just feel like if they was, it still would have. I feel like some type of negative effect on the child because I mean they know that's their biological parent.
Facts.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I just feel like it would still hurt them.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
do you feel that there's like ever been any type of like your stepson should be doing one particular thing, or you trying to instill in him some type of moral or code or whatever, um, and then maybe that your wife doesn't agree? Do you feel like there's like a override basically because you're not the blood parent?
Um, with my situation, no. Um, I have to explain to her that a man's way of thinking or a boy's way of thinking with stuff and how it should go, and not in front of the kid. I pull her to the side and be like, well, X, Y, and Z because of this, and that, and she'll understand it. So we haven't had. I don't think we've ever had that issue, but I know in some situations that's this my son. Da 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 da. He got it. Yeah, it's a headache.
Right, right,
And
right.
I'm lucky and blessed that I never had to deal with that.
Hmm.
Um, and she put her trust in me to be that. So yeah, I got lucky.
That's
I
what's up.
think.
Left soon as
What you think about that?
far as what?
What you just asked me.
So
I know it's a different with you because you got a girl,
and that's
a
what
stepdaughter.
yeah I got, yeah, and it's like I got all girls.
Yeah.
So typically I feel like the mother is supposed to kind of handle the daughter more
Yeah.
so than the
Yeah.
father,
Facts.
but it's like, certain things that, a father wants their daughter being raised up to
Mm-hmm.
be, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that the mother might not necessarily agree with,
Mm-hmm.
for instance, makeup. I'm a no makeup guy at all.
Right. Yeah.
I try to instill in my girls that, you don't need makeup to feel beautiful. When I feel like they are able to, they got to be like 16, 17 type deal. So
Right.
me and my wife didn't necessarily really agree on that. And I believe my stepdaughter started wearing makeup probably at like 13, probably.
Mm.
Say 13. And I didn't like it at all. And
That's funny because my daughter, my oldest daughter, her and my second oldest daughter, they caught themselves getting some eyelashes the other day and practicing on each other.
yeah, yeah. And my
We're not ready for that, you know.
right, right, right. My 11-year-old daughter, she's trying to. Sometimes my wife will put a little eyelashes on her. I'm like, stop it, stop it. And she's like, oh man.
Yeah.
I was like, no. But far as the whole parent override thing, it's kind of like I still like, to me, I probably should have just been more firmer in the past. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get to thinking, I'm like, well, the girls. It's like, I mean, it's like I don't know what it's like to be a girl,
Right. Right.
but it's like I still do know that you shouldn't need that to feel pretty. For the most part, um, we talk for the most part about whatever type of change or thing structure we're trying to build. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, try to work together on making that happen.
Yeah. I know it's different with the girls. Like.
Right, and yeah, it's like it's definitely different with the girls. Shoot, things like that. Shoot, me and the actual dad probably got in common. Like I think, so we're cool now. Actually, me and him,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't really used to be at all. Like actually,
How
I'd
long it
say we
take to
didn't
get
like each
there?
other, huh?
How long it take to get there?
A long time. I mean, we're not friends. I mean, we're cordial to each other now because of
The kid.
yeah, because of the
Yeah.
kid. But it's taken a long time. It makes it real easy when you know the custodial parent and step parent is fighting with the other biological parent, for years and so on. It makes it real easy for the child to manipulate both sides
Yeah.
and, kind of get their way through certain things, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And it
Mm-hmm.
makes it just, it's definitely a lot easier to work together, even though you might not get along. You just kind of got to grow up and put the certain things aside
Yeah.
and, do what's best for the kid for
Right.
sure. Even though it's, sometimes it's pretty tough, because even when you do that, you know, well, not every situation, I feel like every situation is different, but like I said, we really, um, we didn't like each other for a long time, I would say. And I would say for the longest part was just because he was jealous that I was with her mom
Mm-hmm.
and, just kind of caused issues. However, looking back, I wasn't necessarily always right in doing certain things I did, you know what I mean? So I kind of do look back and reflect, and sometimes I was wrong too in my place. Me and my wife was wrong sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but at the same time, you growing up, still kind of trying to think what you doing is the right thing, or you might be protecting her, but in the long run, we was wrong too sometimes.
Right. That's real similar with me. I didn't necessarily dislike him. He disliked me, and I'm like, all right, I don't care. You're not gonna do
Right.
nothing to me.
One of the things was an issue was with us, he just randomly started making up some crazy false allegations
Mm.
that, can definitely get you locked up,
Mm.
just out of the blue, just wrong, just out of the blue for no reason. And, at this point in time, my stepdaughter was, I would say 4. She wasn't old enough to even put real deal sentences together like that at the
Okay.
time. So it's
Yeah.
like, he coming back saying she said certain things, and it's like, bro, she don't even talk like
She
that.
can't
You
even
know what I
come
mean?
up
Yeah,
with
she
that.
can't even
Yeah.
indulge that type of stuff. So it's like, yeah. So, and that was just kind of caused a lot of drama, back and forth
I bet.
fighting. It was times we trying to get her back during exchange. She ain't giving her up, just crazy stuff. And then in crazy situations like that, the police, they can't really do anything on certain situations like that. It's kind of a civil matter. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but again, we're kind of past all that now. Forgive, but don't forget,
Exactly.
and we're past that. We can be cordial to one another now. We done, just because we're, getting to that stage, like, look, we got to do something. We done, invited him over to all have a sit down and talk and, just explain, we all working together. We want to see you, do good in life.
Yeah,
But,
that's real growth there.
yeah, what
That's
I mean?
growth
The
there.
BS got to stop, all
Yeah.
the games, we all on one accord. You ain't going to keep coming back saying this and, and then going back over there saying that. And then,
Yeah.
we just mad at each other, but she all good, Nah, playing both sides and all that, man. What you think? What you think about child support? Let me say that.
So what I think about it, it really just depends on the situation. So I think if you got a active parent that you don't really have to ask for nothing, you just say, "Oh, so and so needs this." I don't think I don't think it's a purpose in child support. I think in some situations you can get more without child support.
Yeah.
But then you got the parents that don't do nothing, don't show up for nothing, pulling teeth to try to get them to buy them something for
Support.
back to school, help with back to school supplies, get their hair cut or get their hair done. Uh, Sometimes they need to be put on child support. Um,
Yeah, I
it's, it's
definitely.
it's just different. It just depending on who it is, depending on what the situation is. Um, so I can't say I'm 100% against it or 100% for it. It's just I got to know what the situation is before I can be like, oh, they need to be on child support. My wife got Kamal's dad on child support. Early on, I told her, don't put him on child support. You don't got to. because I'm thinking of as a dad, I'm like, surely he'll want to do his part and
Right.
do this and that, and it didn't happen. And she put him on child support, and he been on child support. And I mean, I don't even know how much she get. I don't even really care. But like I said, I'm not 100% for it or 100% against it. Just depending on what's the situation, how things are.
Yeah.
Then it goes from that with me.
I feel that.
Cause you got some of these moms out here that will go put the dad on child support because he don't want to be with me. I'm getting on child support. Or it's some, like, realistically, it's some people that struggle, like some fathers that struggle, and they might miss. I can't get it right now. Oh, you can't get it right now. Oh, you getting on and it just, in those type of situations, ruin a relationship.
Right.
It you know they struggling, and then you just kick them on down more. Now it's different if they can't never come through. Like, it's just a
The same thing every single
repeated
time.
cycle. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Then I understand that, but like, it's bitter women. I mean, it's bitter dads too. Um, I My oldest daughter is mine and not Jaden's. A lot of people don't know that. You probably didn't even know that, did you?
Your oldest daughter?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I didn't know that.
So
I was gonna ask you, I'm like, so is all your kids with
yeah.
Jaden?
I mean, we'll get to that, but her mom passed
Oh, sorry to hear that.
along, like, 2020. But I never put her on child support. I never thought about putting her on child support. Well, I'm lying.
Oh, so you had her the whole time?
Yeah,
How old is she?
12.
12?
13. No, she's 13.
13?
Yeah, she's 13. I had her, what, since she was 10 months? Yeah.
Okay.
I had her since she was 10 months, and I got actual legal custody of her, like, right after she was a year old. So, but yeah, since she was 10 months, and we'll get to that, but we'll get to that subject. But yeah, um, I never thought to put her on child support, and she didn't do nothing. But it was just like, for me, out of sight, out of mind. And then with my daughter Amari, you got Jaden here being your mom, so she got you. I got Kamala, she got you. So yeah. What you think about it, child support?
Kind of like what you said, honestly. Like you said, there are dads out there that, pay that, will support and help take care of, the kid, and that just a standard little certain price, gonna help with whatever, long as, I know, again, I'm not trying to have them break the bank or do any of that, or, give us, pay everything. Nah,
Yeah,
but, just, long as you trying to meet in the middle, I can always understand, I'm a man, I know what it's like out here. So
mm-hmm.
I definitely understand, hardships and stuff like that. But, if you just ain't never paying, and you can't never support or do nothing at certain times, like you said, school stuff like that, then yeah, I definitely think, yeah, you need to go on and be on something. Because I mean, you help, you bring her into the world, so it's only fair that you help take care of her.
Right.
So how's your relationship with your stepson?
That's my dog. That's my boy.
It's your boy,
Yeah,
and he's the only boy,
yeah,
so of course, see me, it's like I got a great relationship with my stepdaughter as well. We pretty tight. So, but they girls.
yeah,
So my other kids, they always all on me, laying
yeah,
on me, and everything else, doing that, doing this, wanting to cuddle. I'm just like, and I'm really not even like that type of like a cuddler like
yeah.
that.
Right.
So I'm like, I mean, I hang with them and do all this, or we be out and out walking around, and normally it's like my 11-year-old and then my Natalie with my stepdaughter, and uh, they one grab my hand, the other one automatically grab my hand. stuff like that. And it's like, man, I can't breathe without, or have one little conversation without this one wanting some type of
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah,
And it's like, I got 4 of them, and it's like, y'all, dude, like, I need, like, chill, calm down. I love all y'all the same.
yeah.
And it's just like, it almost feel like it's like I gotta watch extra hard. Not even just between stepdaughters, just all of them. Period. Watch extra hard on who's getting loved on, because all the other ones immediately want some form of love as soon as one get love, and it's just like, dude.
I think that's a girl thing.
Yeah, it
my
is. I
girls,
think so
my
too.
girls is really my older girls are not like that now. But if my baby Amela, if she see me giving one of them love, she be like, "So you don't love me?" I'm like, yeah, baby, I love you. I can't love on her.
Right, right. Yeah.
So yeah, me and Kamal's relationship is, if you don't know, you won't know that he's just a stepson. Like
Right.
all of his friends, they all think I'm his real dad. Teachers, like even when he was playing basketball, coming up, starting out, the coach called him Little J.
Mm-hmm.
His dad came to a tournament. I think that made him mad. But I mean, if that's what they see, you can't
Right.
expect. Like I'm not about to just be going, oh yeah, he my stepson.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm
Right.
stepdaddy.
Right.
Like no, I'm not doing. I'm not doing all that. Like I'm gonna be the dad. I'm the
Right.
dad. I'm taking him to practice, picking him up from practice. I'm there at the games. And he coming to me, asking me for this, and that. Like I'm dad. So when real dad shows up, it's like, hold on, who is this dude? Now they looking like, who is this dude?
Sometimes it be odd. It don't be odd, but it's like, and it's like, I don't know if, like, I feel bad for second guessing it, like on what, like if you ever introduce yourself to somebody that you
Yeah,
ain't met before, and they're
yeah.
like getting to know, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I definitely feel like she my daughter.
Yeah, bro. Listen. She yours. She
Right, for
yours.
sure. But she also her dad's. I got to be real with that too,
Yeah.
because I mean, it's like, he is in her life. I can't. He's definitely. I wouldn't call him a deadbeat at all.
Right.
He's there. I don't agree with necessarily a lot of things he do, but he's there in her life. But I done been in her life for a long time too. And to me personally, was if if I wasn't with my wife and we had kids together, I mean, I probably would be salty at first. I'm sure I would be. I might even be a little childish, but I feel like you just, as a mature person, you just know you can't keep that up long at all.
Yeah.
You gonna get past that, but you're gonna be salty at first, but not for freaking decades though.
Right.
But I would be happy to know that it's somebody there helping take care and actually loves my child.
Yeah.
And to know and feel that, and to feel like I see my child happy there, like, I'm not feeling weird, I'm not sensing that she don't want to be there, because
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Facts.
So I would definitely be happy about that. I know a lot of fathers that don't get to live with their child probably would feel different about it, but maybe not. But too, I would never really wish that on my worst enemy, to not really be able to see your kids every single day. But
Right.
in reality, when you go down that path and ain't really ready, and things happen,
It happens.
I mean, it
That's the
happens.
reality of it.
Yeah, so it's like my stepdaughter, she is like, her skin is olive. So it's like people automatically gonna know, like, this is not your real daughter, even though I don't really care. It's just like, at times I just don't, I feel like it be correct to say that, but then I feel wrong for saying it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, have you ever done that
He introduced me as his dad, so
type deal?
it's like he called me dad. Like he.
And my stepdaughter, she called me dad too.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if that's what I'd never be like, no, don't call me dad. Like
Right.
even if something happened with me and his mom, I'd never like.
Right. Yeah, and I feel the same way too. Like, I ain't never, like, I never told her I was, call me daddy. When we first started living together, my first daughter hadn't been born, but obviously Natalie was, and she was like maybe 4 when we first moved in together, and she always called me Naj. She
Right.
called me Naj or Naji. You know, we was tight then, and she called me Najee, and I ain't have a problem with that at all. And I'd say after my first daughter was born, Naz, I'd say about a year into it, maybe 2 years after she started calling me daddy, dad, and all that, then I
It
would say
switched.
probably, yeah, it
Yeah,
switched. It switched. It
that's
was like,
understandable because
yeah, you know, not wanting to feel left out, I'm assuming.
hmm
That feeling of,
she looking like, shoot, this my daddy too.
right. So,
No, I don't think nothing wrong with that either.
yeah, I
Uh,
don't either. I don't. So,
well, go ahead.
so I won't say I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, because let's say, for instance, God forbid, me and my wife didn't make it, and she
Hmm.
got with someone else. I don't think I'm there all the time. They
Hmm.
know. So I guess when they to a certain age, it's like, they already know, So I just don't think that, as long as it ain't being, you ain't trying to put that on them
Yeah,
too,
facts,
like
facts,
making
facts.
them call another man or another woman mama or daddy,
Hmm.
then, and it comes from them. You should necessarily feel, bad about that, or feel like, you're doing anything wrong, you know. However, I just feel, I mean, it would just suck. It would just suck,
Well,
and the
I
reality
really
of
think
it.
it's levels. How old is your youngest kid?
3.
Yeah, so
Or no, wait,
it's
she 4.
easier. I think it's
No, she
so.
4. My bad.
The,
4. But yeah,
and
what the
then
age
and then and
difference?
then the what? And then you got the 11-year-old.
Well, I got 4, 7, 11, 16.
16. So I think the 7 and 11-year-old, in just my opinion, it would be different for them to, like, if y'all broke up, divorced or whatever,
And she
and
got with
and
somebody
she
for
got
a
to,
long period of
yeah,
time.
and they got to calling the dude dad. They older, so I think that's different. And to add on, if you very active in their life, like if you an active dad and they calling somebody else dad, I'm not cool with that.
Right.
It's when biological dad or mom's not very active, just here and there, and they not doing their part. Then if if I feel like I feel like he's being a dad to me, I might call him dad or I might call her mom.
Right.
But it's weird when that biological dad is doing everything, great relationship with the kid, and the mom or dad makes the kid call this step parent mom or dad.
What if she didn't make it and it just still kind of came out because
That's a sticky situation.
because he just, you know, mom and dad split it up pretty much soon as the kid was a baby,
I mean,
so,
if
or just never really was that in the first place, so they never
so,
was together. That happened too.
being mature, I think you would have to understand
Or keep
that,
instilling that, this is your real dad,
yeah,
until they know.
and just understand that, shoot, this step parent might be just treating the child good, and okay, that's cool. It's not necessarily cool, but I would want, if it's a step parent involved with my kids, I would want somebody that my kids feel comfortable calling dad, and that step parent is showing that love that I'm showing to my kid. I still don't want my daughter calling no other man dad, but sometimes you just gotta accept what it is.
Right.
Um,
And it's like, long as, I mean, you ain't gonna like it, but it's like, as
yeah,
long as like she know who her real daddy is, that kind of, I think will
and
help play a
it's
factor.
not being forced,
Right.
and that step parent is treating the child with genuine love, like they're the real parent. It's like it's not as bad.
Right. Yeah, I guess because it ain't gonna never really be good.
Never, yeah. It'll never like it won't ever be
Right.
good. Yeah, being having somebody else there raising your child or helping raise your child. But if that happens, you will want it to be with somebody like us.
Definitely agree.
Because I'm sure your wife never had to question your love for her, and I know Jaden ain't never had to question my love for my son.
Right.
So
Right.
that's a tough one. Let's see how I
Well, I
want to go
was
through this.
cause I periodically. Do you go through your kids? Do your kids got cell phones?
Yeah.
I go through my kids' cell. Well, only two of them got cell phones,
Uh
and the other two ain't getting them till they about 17
huh.
because
It's a headache.
it's a headache trying to keep up with them and all that social media and stuff. And that was definitely a mistake we made.
Mm-hmm.
Wish that the 16-year-old never even got hers till just about right now,
Right.
and definitely shouldn't have gave my 11-year-old one. But I pretty much keep the TikTok on time limits for my 11-year-old, and
Mm.
my 16-year-old. She's working and stuff now, and
That's good.
it's kind of dedicating her time to other things, so she ain't just sitting at home on the cell phone all the time,
Right. Right.
trying to get that up out of them. And we still take phones too. They
Mm-hmm.
think we lame, but we still take the cell phones and everything because
Sometimes you got
yeah,
to.
we got to. And I was like, we know how we was when we was young,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't.
And we ain't having any
Yeah, we ain't
phones
having
like
that.
that.
We
Yeah.
ain't
So
having none of that. Do you ever see videos about stepfathers?
sometimes, yeah.
I'll just say I feel like most of the time you see something negative.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've never seen a video advocating really for step parents.
It's
They
really
always
it's
say
really yeah.
don't be, it's a thankless job.
Yeah.
Um, how do you feel about that? Basically, the negativity that's surrounded by being step
They
parents.
just ain't met me. They just ain't met me. Like they ain't met you. You know.
Right.
There's a lot of step. It's a lot of step parents out here. Like two of my closest friends are step parents, and the only reason you would know with one of them is because the kids are full blood white and he black. But other than that, like he take care of these kids like they his. He love them like they his.
Mm-hmm.
Um, People who don't got nothing positive to say about a step parent, they just ain't met. They just don't know. I won't call them out their name. I just don't think they smart. They don't know.
Or did it wrong and
Yeah.
had kind of bad experiences
Hmm.
based off of just their situation.
Yeah, or they friends. Yeah, they just because everybody ain't like us.
Right.
Like
But I mean, I done met man. I swear by it. Seemed like every other person in my family is
a step
my
parent.
my mom was a step mom.
Hmm.
My uncle, he a stepdad, his wife a stepmom.
Yeah.
I got yeah, it seemed like my sister had a wasn't married to her child's father, so she was with married to a man, and he was a stepfather for quite a while. What do you think about that? I'm glad that this kind of came out. So like so one thing that I think kind of sucks is like too, and cause sometimes it makes me think of it's like, man, that's like damn, like, but it's like you always never think that because it's like you never gonna split up. But it's like let's say if you did have to split up with
Hmm.
your spouse,
Hmm.
it's like you have basically all your rights vanish. And it's like I don't necessarily think that it's rights, but I mean, obviously, when you're married, you become a legal guardian,
Right.
and I mean, obviously, I think you can still sign. Like, I'm not sure if there's paperwork you could fill out to be a legal guardian if you're
Hmm.
not married. I'm sure there's probably is, but
Yeah.
I believe if you're married, you automatically basically become a legal guardian.
Right.
But like, so I wonder, like, if you get a divorce, does that take that away?
So my opinion on that. So me and baby relationship, we done been through some stuff. Every relationship has,
Right.
and we came across this conversation before, as far as like if we ever separated, would you still let me be in his life? And she asked the same thing about Amari,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Yeah, I would never do that." Like so, but you know, every situation ain't the same, of course.
Right.
So
Right.
you
Right.
know, if these two got a divorce because he beating on the mom. Yeah, I don't think it would probably be in the best interest to have that kid around him no more. If it's something foul, yeah, you probably will never be able to. You probably get to see him, but not be like
you
that
saying,
no more.
right?
Yeah. Like I've been saying, everything is different depending on what's the situation. Why did we divorce? Now, if it's you've been beating me for years, I'm fed up, I'm leaving. Now, if I keep letting you have my child around you, I'm giving you access to me. You might put your hands on me again, and shoot, it might get deeper than that. You might put your hands on this baby because you mad at me.
Right.
So I'm dead in that. Yeah. That's just what I think about that. You just gotta know details from A to Z before you can just be like, yeah, I'm not letting him or her be in the kid's life anymore after we divorce. And whole time, it's nothing but love for the kid. We just not clicking. So I don't think it's fair to the step parent that's been there. I just say me and you, because you've been with your girl for how long? 14 years, you said, something like that?
Yeah. I've been dealing with her basically 14 years. Been married to her
So your daughter basically being your baby for 14 years. Something happened with y'all tomorrow, and now I'm just stripped of that relationship because me and you not seeing eye to eye. I don't think that's fair.
Right.
Or, I mean, it might be right, but I don't think that's fair to the step parent to done dedicated and change their whole life to be that father figure or mother figure to this kid, and now you just stripping them of that because of something between the two. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I agree with that. You got any type of questions?
Your daughter play any sports?
So she's getting into tennis this year. She played rugby last year.
Does the biological father support? Does he come?
Yeah, he came to our games last year and stuff, and her practices is literally like right down the street from our house and stuff. So, and he does like a lot of out of town work. I guess he travels for work and stuff. So,
but he lives.
He lives in it. Yeah, he lives in Anderson.
Okay.
So, but he does make a lot of her events and stuff that I believe that he can make.
So, see, my situation different because his dad don't. He lives in Missouri. So, and that goes back to all his friends think that I'm real dad. All the coaches think I'm real dad. The same with Amari. I mean, even before her mom passed, nobody knows. Like we don't just go saying I'm stepdad, I'm stepmom. It's like no, I'm her mom, I'm her dad. Now the kids talk sometimes, and they'll tell, and then when they do, it's like, whole time I thought you was people even say me and Kamaz look alike.
Really?
Yeah. He looked just like you. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I swear one time, dude, somebody said something. Somebody said that to me when I was with my stepdaughter, and I went in there. I think they'll say it was in the car. We went in McDonald's, and somebody was like, "Oh, she looks just like you." And I'm like, my stepdaughter, she white as could be. So her, like I said, her skin is olive. So I'm like, oh really? Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy. But people used to say that my sister looked like my mom, and obviously, yeah, my sisters got a different mom.
Right.
So they thought that was funny.
Yeah, it's to the point where we'll hear it, me and Kamaz will hear it now, and then we'll get in the car and laugh about it. I'm like, they stupid. Like,
Right.
they don't hear, like, what? They just be saying stuff. I mean, I don't know. Maybe looking at it, I don't know. That's my boy. If y'all think we look alike, cool. If not, cool. He's still my baby. I told you, I'd tell you anything. Like, bro, his real daddy, he ain't, I think, well, he's 14 now. He probably got him in 14 years, probably maybe 2 haircuts, maybe. It's little stuff like that that just be like, I wanna respect you as his real dad, but it's like you don't even do that. Like, and I be trying to, and his mom, she always, oh, well, we need to go get him a haircut before he go with him. I'm like, why don't you let his dad go do that? Why don't you let his dad take him to get a haircut? Just see if he'll do it. No, we gonna do it because he might
Do
not
you
do
feel
it.
like maybe that he chooses or don't do it because he feel like y'all just gonna do it?
Maybe. Uh, that could be it.
Like he might feel like it ain't no point because every time I go, it's already fresh or whatever the case
I
may
never
be.
thought about that. That could be. I don't know. My mind just be thinking like,
Man, I try to. I'm somebody, man. I always try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt until it's ultimately like, okay, like it's clear you don't care. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But so I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But even if that was the case on what you saying, like he definitely could have talked to Jada. Say, hey, I want to start taking him to get his hair cut.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, and this was before he was even moved out of state. I I just some it's just some things it just stick out. It just stick out to me. It's like that's a bonding time. I mean, you really don't know yet because you don't got a son. You need to go ahead
Right.
and work on
I
that.
don't know,
But
bro. I don't like odd numbers.
man, but it's like before you had kids, what did you want?
Of course, a son.
Exactly. So it's little bonding stuff that you can't do with a girl. Like, I'm not trying to go sit in a beauty shop and
And
wait
why they
for them
get
to
their
get their
nails
hair done.
done, their
Yeah,
hair
like
done.
I took my girls to get their nails done a few times, but I'm like, yeah, this take too long.
Right,
Like,
right,
mommy can do that,
right,
and but with a boy, it's like that's like it's like having a little brother
right.
uh, that you want to be just like you, and you want to make sure he cool. So like, I'm about to take you to get this haircut. You can get fresh. I want to take you to go get these shoes that I like. I don't want, but I want to see you in them.
Right.
I just made a post on Facebook like he comes in my room every day, every morning before school, and steals cologne. I want him to stay still. And he uses my cologne. Like he and it had got to the point where I'm like, well, here I'm gonna just give you this, and this one, and you can have these. But it's like he's just not satisfied. He want to use
The
my stuff.
best
Yeah,
ones.
like I got some $200 cologne. Smell good, and he been using it for years. And I just looked at the bottle the other day, and I'm like, bro, where's all my cologne at? I know I ain't even used that much. And but it's just the bonds like that with the boy. Like you can't do it with a girl.
Well, guess what? That my stepdaughter, she does the same thing. Well, did
With her
she hasn't
mama.
been? No, was covered using my cologne. I'm like, why are you using my cologne? She's like, it smells. I'm like, it smells like a guy. You gonna
Yeah,
don't use my cologne? It
right.
smells like a guy. She's like, no, I need something. And then we get her something, and she still don't like it. But
Yeah,
she done laid off. She must have got told, hey, you smelling like a boy. What's up with that?
right.
So, but
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely get what you're saying though too. And they don't even use my shirts, and it's like I definitely see what you're
yeah,
saying because that definitely would hit different if they was a boy. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like,
Like,
man, whatever, you
I
know.
even go a step further. Of course, he not even close to my size, but the boy done. He be taking my shorts now,
I
and just
remember I used to do that to my
just
dad.
wearing them. Like, and I had
You
a
got to tie
game.
that
Oh yeah,
drawstring
it
extra
took,
tight.
yeah. I had a game in Noblesville the other day, Wednesday, and him and my baby girl, they wanted to go with me. So I'm like, hurry up. I'm going outside. Hurry up. I'm getting in the car waiting on y'all. So she came out and then he came out and he got my shorts on. And it ain't like they just some black shorts or some plain color shorts. It's like 10 different colors. Like you can't even hide it. Boy, I know you got my shorts on.
Do you ever get mad?
No, because I'm like, I know what you own. You just want to wear my stuff because I'm not even mad. Like, but quit wearing my stuff. You got your own stuff.
Right.
Now I'm running out
Right.
of clothes quick, and I'm like, man, I know I ain't even wore these. Where's these at? And the whole time they in your dirty clothes because you been wearing my stuff. I don't think he wore none to school yet, but yeah, he'd just wear them around the house, or if we go to the store, I look at him and be like, boy, why do you got my stuff on?
Yeah.
I like I said, I don't be mad. I just be like, boy, put your own stuff on.
Right. I feel that. That's what's up. I remember I used to do the same stuff to my dad.
Yeah. And then the girls, the two older girls, they done got to Jaden's size and they be trying to wear her stuff. And like they all wear the same size shoes now. So she got to keep her stuff hid. Cause they have been wore her shoes at school and tore them up. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, then to go back on Kamash, he and his dad, like basketball shoes. I think he might have bought him one pair of basketball shoes, and he's been playing basketball since kindergarten, first grade. He in 8th grade now, and I try like he'll ask me to buy him some basketball shoes, and I don't mind. I will because I know what shoes is best. I don't mind doing it. I'll do it anyways because I feel like you mind anyways. But sometimes I had to tell him, "Why don't you?" And I'm trying to give his dad the opportunity to, be that.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you ask your dad and see if he'll buy these?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean. I definitely go to that sometime,
And
you
and
know.
and, and sometimes I feel like he don't want to ask him. And I think I had told my mom and Jaden, I feel like that's a pat on my back because he know he can ask me and get it. Compared to, I don't even know how that conversation be going. To be honest, I don't even. If I go through his phone, I don't even go through them messages. I lay that to his mama because I just don't. I don't want to be in the middle of it. Long as he not crying.
Mm-hmm.
Long as if he come to me crying, then I mean, technically I really ain't supposed to do nothing. But I'm gonna look at you different if he asked for these shoes and you said, "No, I ain't buying these shoes." Now I'm gonna look at you different. But I don't even if he don't come to me telling me nothing, I'm not asking. But I will tell you to go ask him to buy you these shoes. And it's just me trying to let him be that dad and get them points. So
Right.
he can feel good about asking you like, because if it was me, I want my boy to come ask me for the stuff.
Right.
I don't want you to have to go ask stepdad or anybody else for shoes that you want or whatever it is you want. Like now, the Roblox stuff. Go ask him. I'm tired of giving him $20 for Roblox. Like, leave
Right.
me
Yeah, they know
alone.
not to. I might buy something on Roblox once every 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know not to come ask me.
Like, and then they at the age now, anyways. Like, you can go make some money. Like, if you want to go make some money, or even if you tell me that you're interested in making some money, I'll try to help you.
Find you something
Like
to do.
he had came to me and said he wanted to make some money. I'll be cutting a few people's grass. So I'm like, come with me. And I'm not even going to make you cut the whole grass because I don't want you to go mess up these people's grass. And then they looking at me like, oh, you messed up my grass, but I'll let you weed whack or blow the grass and I'll split the money with you or give you more. But you're going to have to work for it. I'm not just about to keep giving you stuff like you a Mela age. Like if you 6, or you can't work. You don't. I'll do stuff for extra for her that I won't do for the older kids because y'all capable of making money. Like shoot, my middle daughter, Kamila, she just asked me yesterday, and it's crazy. She said, "Can I go cut grass with you?" A girl, I'm like, "What? You want to go cut grass?" Yeah, I want to make some extra money. I said, "You know what? Next time I go, I'm not even gonna make you really do nothing." Well, she asked me, "Can I show her how?" I'm not even gonna really make you do much, but I'm gonna take you with me, and I'll give you some money. The money I make, I'll give you some of the money because she actually want to work, and that's rare for kids. Like she asked me, do I know
Are you
any
gonna
kids
let her get
she
her
can
hands
babysit?
dirty though? You got to a little bit,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
I was like, you gotta let them get them dirty a little bit.
So I'm not gonna let her push her more because I don't want one line this way and this line this way and that line this. Like I'm not going. If it's my yard, you can practice in the backyard. I don't even want you messing up the front. But yeah, she gonna get out there and sweat a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely think that too.
You got to know, like, if you want to do this, it's not no job that you're gonna stay cute. So don't even try to get your hair all cute to go cut no grass when you got to be sweating and have grass everywhere.
Right.
But she want to make money.
Yeah, that's good. That's good because these kids don't want to work these days.
A lot of these kids don't want to do nothing but sit at home. Like they not like us. Like I know when I was coming up, I was riding my bike everywhere, playing basketball. Like I ride from the west side all the way to Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Or we just going places. You and your friends, we on bikes until we got to be home. And it was just an everyday thing. And it's different now.
Yeah.
But it's also like,
it's more dangerous now, it seems like, too. So
it's
like
a lot more dangerous. So I know me as a parent, like, especially with girls, I don't want y'all going
too
far, yeah, because I don't trust people.
Right. And it's like that's the reason you kind of now want them to have a phone because it's like,
you know, exactly that.
Sucks.
Like, and then
people that's crazy now.
Sometimes I don't even want my boy to go nowhere really by himself because he's a little light-skinned boy, he's a little pretty boy, and you know, he at the age where girls liking him and he liking girls. I don't know if these two dudes around the corner might not like him because the girl that they like him. Y'all might try to do something to my boy. So it's like, it's just different now. It's a lot different now than when we grew up. And they be shooting. I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them.
Shooting what, guns?
Yeah.
These
kids, wow.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got a gun?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What can you do? Just you really just hope for the best and teach the kids to be nice. Be nice to other kids and don't be out here wild. And you don't need to be fighting. Like I understand it's gonna happen. Like my girls done been in fights. My boy ain't really he been in a little scuffle with one of his basketball friends, but like the girls done been in actual real deal fights, and it's like I don't be trusting kids, like, cause a lot of the parents don't even have sense. Like I just had a situation at the expo with my youngest baby. A little 11-year-old boy slapped her. And she's 6 and ran. So
slapped her and ran.
11-year-old boy. Yeah, they at the park playing, and he done slapped her and ran. And I find out, so I'm going and knocking on doors. Like nobody answered. So then the boy's mom, she called my nephew, phone going off. Like, well, y'all follow my son. So I went and talked to the lady. try to talk to her respectful, and she yelling. So I'm like, no wonder why this boy did this.
Right.
You trying to protect him, talking about my son don't lie and won't lie to me. I'm like, girl,
The parent, that child can do no wrong.
I'm a dude. I like. Why wouldn't I lie about slapping a little girl that I know I'm not supposed to be slapping? If the kid fear you, he gonna lie to you. Fear getting in trouble, he gonna lie. Like, not even because he bad. I just don't want to get in trouble. And those are the type of parents I'm scared of. And them kids, because what you teaching me? Now I gotta protect. Now I gotta be worried about an 11-year-old boy slapping my 6-year-old daughter, and it wasn't even. She didn't cry or nothing, but she knew that he smacked me, and he shouldn't have smacked me. He didn't have no business smacking me.
Yeah.
And I can't beat him up, so I'm gonna tell.
Yeah, I would have been.
I was steaming.
Hot. Yeah.
And I went and tried to talk to her, and she just doing all this cussing and yelling. I'm like,
yeah, you got them parents that child can do no wrong.
Yes, and they make me those, like I said, those type of parents make me scared of what could happen to my kid. Like, discipline them. Like, you don't even gotta beat them, but like, you could yell at them and correct them. Like, as an 11-year-old boy, you know not to smack no 6-year-old kid, boy or girl.
Right.
First off, you shouldn't even be putting your hands on somebody anyway.
Right.
Like, they teach you that in elementary. Don't keep your hands to yourself. You got those ones that just
ain't no structure in the home. Yeah.
And then it's sad because those are the same kids that's in years going to be running around probably, and I hate to put this on any kid, any person in general, but them the kids that's going to be in jail. They rob somebody, kill somebody, assault, like, because it starts now. Like, if I can get away with it now, I'm gonna be able to get away with it when I'm older.
Right.